Real Estate Talk on Smart Talk 1580.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Real Estate Talk. I'm your host, Dave Pautsch of RE/MAX Integrity. Kind of a sad day today. All of the events back in Connecticut going on. I know it's got a lot of people distracted and just absolute tragedy. I just can't understand how something like that happens. But so our hearts do go out to the victims and the families, and just an absolute tragedy. But so again, kind of a sad day today, but we're going to plug through. We're going to talk about some real estate issues, things going on. We are live this Saturday morning, broadcasting from the Albany studios of KGAL K-Show Radio, the old library building, the home of Silver Falls Dermatology. And what a wonderful little studio this is. We've been here, I guess, a little over a year now. Maybe more, but this is just a wonderful little studio. It's located Silver Falls Dermatology back in the back corner, kind of by the theater almost here in Albany. Lots of things going on. Before we get started today, I do want to ask, are you hungry? It's not quite lunchtime, but almost. If you're hungry, Quiznos here in Albany, great place to go. And if you want a taste on us, a $10 Quiznos gift card for the first person this hour to email dave@kgal.com and mention Taste on Us. That's a $10 gift certificate to the Albany Quiznos store. And we've been doing that for quite a while now. It's great. I love Quiznos. I like the traditional, and I like that Italian sandwich. It's really good. If you would like a copy of the National Association of Realtors Guide for Buyers or the Guide for Sellers, I do have them available, and I am perfectly happy to share them with you. I just ask you to do me two favors. Very, very simple. First, go to the Facebook fan page for Real Estate Talk. That's facebook.com/Real Estate Talk on KGAL. If you have already liked the show there, then all you got to do is that second step, and that's email me at realestatetalk@kgal.com. And I do need you to email me, not so that I can send you spam or do anything. I just need your email so I can get you the copy of the file. It's a fairly big file, but I do have it PDF. I want to get it to you electronically. It's not something I'm going to print out. It's a lot of pages. But email me so I can email it to you. And that is the National Association of Realtors Guide for Buyers and the National Association of Realtors Guide for Sellers. Really good information in there. We talked about them a couple of shows ago. Okay, so today I want to talk about the Mortgage Forgiveness Debt Relief Act, which is expiring here the end of this year. It is possibly part of the whole fiscal cliff discussion, but we're going to talk a little bit about it, what it is, why it's important, why you should be paying attention to it, what the impact is if it expires and is not renewed. That's one of our subjects for today. And then we got a couple of listener questions we're going to go over. I do want to promote next week's show, next Thursday on the 20th. I have Margaret Asilia from Creative Concepts and Contracting and Rick Brewer from the Tile Gallery is going to be here. We're going to be talking about tile. And boy, how can you pass that up? Tile, what a great subject. Tile goes everywhere in your house. Backsplashes, countertops, bathrooms, floors, lots of good things out there, things you need to know about tile. That's going to be next week, Thursday, December 20th, and that will be rebroadcast for you on the following Saturday. The last show of the month of December, you know what? It's the holidays, and I'm going to do a best-of show. We're going to run a repeat show for you, so I apologize, but, you know, it's Christmas. I got plans with the family as well. Okay, so let's jump into the show today, as always, with the Real Estate Showcase. I have just one home in the showcase for you today, and it is a pocket listing. It's a preview listing. Now, in real estate, we have these things called pocket listings. And what is a pocket listing? Well, it's one of those cases where I have the home listed. I have a signed agreement between the seller and myself to list their house, but for some reason, and the reasons vary with pocket listings, it's not going to be listed in the multiple listing service quite yet. In this particular case, we met last night with the lovely and talented Margaret Asilia from Creative Concepts and Contracting. Margaret spent, about an hour and 40 minutes with us going through the house and talking about staging and decor and giving some tips for how to make the house really put the best foot forward. And I refer to that as dressing the house for success. So the homeowner is going to take on a couple of projects that came up, mostly minor stuff, just moving some furniture around and doing all those deep cleaning things that we all do right before you list your home on the market. And it's going to take a little bit of time to do that. We want to put the absolute best foot forward when we put it on the market for you and get the pictures taken by Ryan the Lion from my photographer, so we get that best foot forward on the MLS. So between now and then, you, my faithful listeners here on Real Estate Talk, get the benefit of a sneak preview. You're the only ones that are going to know about this house, and that's a good thing, because right now, inventory is really low in Albany. And in this particular neighborhood, and this is located in the Spring Meadow neighborhood in southwest Albany. In this category, there were like 8 houses listed, and almost all of them, I think there are now 3 in this category that are still available. Everything else is under contract. Kind of booming right now, which is a good thing. That's one of the reasons why we want to do this preview listing. So if you know somebody looking for a home in Spring Meadow, southwest Albany, this particular home, 2,780 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. It's a very, very popular 2-story floor plan. There are a lot of versions of it out there, both by this particular builder, which is Cornerstone, as well as Sandstrom and a couple other builders. Roth Built Homes builds another floor plan that is fairly similar to this. So let me describe it for you. It's a 2-story floor plan. This particular one was built in 2005 by Cornerstone. And as you walk in the front door, there's a staircase that leads you upstairs, and then a hallway that takes you down just to the right of the stairs. Now, to the right of that hallway, there is a formal living room and a formal dining room. In the formal living room, there's a gas fireplace. It's carpeted, very nice carpet. It's in pretty good shape. Big windows, 9-foot-plus ceilings. And then through the formal dining room, you enter a pocket door into the kitchen. The kitchen is very open, plenty of storage, lots of cabinets, lots of cupboard space, and there is a pantry as well. The cabinetry is alder, and it has stainless steel hardware, the stainless steel knobs, which I really think are very, very attractive in this case. All the appliances are stainless steel. The range is gas. Now, adjacent to the kitchen is a little dining nook area, and then a very large family room. Backyard, it's not a corner lot. It's kind of in the center of the block. It's like 3 houses or so down. Nice backyard, has a deck. And on the deck, I think there's a barbecue grill and then lots of grass, perfect for pets or just to relax in your backyard. Heading back down the main hall on the right-hand side, there is a half bath as well as a den or office area. Now, this particular family is using that as a guest room. There's a bed in there, but there's no closet. It's designed for use as an office, and it has the French doors with the glass over them. Upstairs, 4 bedrooms, including a very large master suite with dual sinks, a soaker tub, and a very spacious master walk-in closet. Also upstairs, the utility room. Now, my wife would love that, actually having the washer and dryer where the laundry is, upstairs. Nicely built, this home, very well maintained, and it's going to be jumping into competition on the market in just a few weeks. But until then, you are the only people that know about it. So tell your friends. The price, $254,900, and you can get more details only by contacting me right here at Real Estate Talk. That's the Real Estate Showcase for this 15th day of December 2012. If you want more information on our participating homes, that's just a quick email to realestatetalk@kgal.com. I will not be posting information on this home on the Facebook fan page quite yet, but eventually it will be there for you. Okay, let's take a break. When we come back, got lots of good stuff to talk about today. This is Real Estate Talk on KGAL.
She came to our house. She came as a member of our family.
Just led such a curiosity to our children.
My oldest realized that we weren't just New Lothrop, Michigan.
There's a world out there that we know nothing about, and this child will be a little small piece of that world. I love her. She's my daughter.
Become a host parent to an international high school exchange student and change your world. Say yes to AFS and the Youth Exchange and Study Program. Visit us at afsusa.org.
Cascade Sound and Stage Lighting is celebrating 42 years of providing quality services to the Northwest. Quality makes the difference. Production, installation, sales, rentals, repairs. Your holiday one-stop shop for any event that requires sound equipment. Holiday parties, concerts, fairs, corporate meetings, festivals. Top-of-the-line DJ equipment on sale now just in time for the holidays. Call Cascade Sound at 800-632-5525. 632-5525. Where satisfaction is guaranteed and quality makes the difference. Online at CascadeSound.com. Like them on Facebook.
Mike Rowe here with a serious question. Tell me, when is the last time you celebrated the holidays? I'm not talking about lampshades on your head or regifting fruitcakes or spiking Aunt Martha's homemade eggnog. I'm talking about a real, proper celebration. You know, the kind of party that your Ford dealer knows how to throw? Well, you're invited to a holiday bash featuring the freshest lineup in America. They will hook you up with cars and trucks and SUVs with great mileage and all the latest technology and, of course, great deals. So why sit around the house waiting for your snowman to melt? Turn off the TV. Get to your Ford dealer right now for Ford's year-end celebration. Fruitcake optional. Bring your own lampshade. Your fun may vary.
It's the Ford year-end celebration. Your last chance of the year to save on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 35 years. Find amazing deals on a powerful and efficient Ford F-150. Also save on Ford Super Duty. Don't miss the Ford year-end celebration. On now at your local Ford store. Based on AutoSource Incorporated data pulled on 9/21/12.
Enjoy Christmas shopping. Shop downtown Corvallis. The most precious gift any time of year is a gift of jewelry. For jewelry you can't beat, Richard Gretz Jewelers.
Wandering from internet site to mall and finding nothing at all? Remember when the gift was more important than what you paid for it at 1 a.m.? Or the app you used to get it? Yes, at Richard M. Gretz Goldsmith, quality still counts. I, Richard, still buy every gem we sell. Then we will make a beautiful piece of jewelry. If the gift is not just right, we will be happy to do whatever it takes or give you your money back. For the few of you out there where quality still counts, a Christmas gift from Richard M. Gretz Goldsmiths will become tomorrow's heirloom.
And take time to stop at the Old World Deli, a Corvallis tradition since 1977, with its European atmosphere and unique brick floor. Old World Deli features an esoteric menu with Corvallis' best sandwiches and entrees. A Corvallis chili champion, too. Come unwind at the Old World Deli, 341 Southwest 2nd. This Christmas, come shop and dine in downtown Corvallis.
Home improvement will never be the same once you've heard The Money Pit. Saturday mornings on Smart Talk 1580.
Welcome back to Real Estate Talk. I'm Dave Pautsch of RE/MAX Integrity. Real Estate Talk is your only resource on local radio for real estate information right here in Oregon's Mid-Willamette Valley. We are always here for you on Saturdays. We do spend a couple of Thursdays a month in that Valley Talk time slot. If you've missed a show, if you're looking for information about real estate market trends, go to the website, www.kgal.com, and click on the link for Real Estate Talk. The inimitable Dave Adams has started recording the show for me, and we're actually posting that to YouTube. It's available, and I've been posting that to the Facebook fan page for you each and every week as well. So we've got a couple of editions, and thanks to Adam at Sandy Am Communications, I found a better way to post them on Facebook that they don't look so silly. So we're going to keep doing that for you. The statistics are still posted to the website. Matter of fact, this morning's statistics that I did for the show today are posted both on the KGAL website and on the Facebook fan page. So you can keep track of all of the good information, all of the real estate market trends here in the Mid-Valley. And again, on the KGAL site, there is an archive that goes all the way back to January 2007 when we first came on the air. So lots of information for you to mine to understand the housing market here. The first thing I want to talk about today is the Mortgage Forgiveness Debt Relief Act and debt cancellation. This is something that I honestly and sincerely believe that you need to know about. And you need to understand that in the next 15 days, this act will expire unless Congress does something to extend it. Now, the buzz online is, yeah, it's probably going to be extended. But it scares me to death in terms of what's happening in the housing market if it's not. It was originally enacted in 2007, I believe, as a temporary change to the tax code to allow for an exemption for forgiven debt from, as an example, a short sale. Now, it's broader than that, but essentially think of it this way. If you're selling your home short, meaning for less than you owe the bank, and the bank approves that sale effectively forgiving the debt, forgiving that difference between what you paid and what you owe. Forgiven. It's approved. That sale is effectively forgiving the debt. Under the law before 2007, that forgiven debt is a taxable event. So you bought a home for $300,000. You sold that home for $200,000. You were $100,000 short. When that debt was forgiven, that $100,000 of forgiven debt was seen as taxable income to you. Forgiven debt is taxable income. Now, that tax code was temporarily modified effective in 2007 through December 31st, 2012, as a result of the housing crisis. It was a way to effectively facilitate short sales. Okay? Now, where do the incentives for a homeowner in trouble to do a short sale if the tax event cause gives them even further financial pain? There are, you're charging them more of what you already know they don't have enough of. Okay. Now, there are certainly some restrictions to this. It's for primary residences. It's not for second homes. It's not for vacation homes if you sell them short. I believe it also has to be tied to purchase money. So if you refinanced your home and took a big chunk of equity out with which you bought 2 Harley-Davidson motorcycles and a motorhome or whatever else, now if you put it back into the home, I think it's different. Again, I'm not a tax accountant. I am not offering tax advice here, but I want to talk about the impact of all of this on the housing market. And I'm just trying to point out there are some restrictions to that. It's really for purchase money. It is for primary residences. So let's start with a basic assumption. This tax code change made short sales possible, and it eliminated the penalty for doing them. Okay, that's an assumption, but I stand by that assumption as absolutely true. The second assumption is that short sales are better for the housing market than foreclosures. So let's talk about that for a minute. As it affects the individual homeowner going through the short sale, it's widely understood that short sales are a much better alternative to foreclosure. First of all, the impact is not as long-lasting. You get past a short sale in terms of your credit rating and your ability to purchase a new home in, all things being equal, about 2 years or so. Can be a little bit more, can be a little bit less. A lot of it depends on you. Meaning that, though, in 2 years or so, you can be back in the housing market. You can be a buyer again. You can be a qualified, ready, and able buyer. And the market needs qualified, ready, and able buyers to exist and thrive. In a foreclosure, it's 7+ years until you can be back in the market as a buyer. And that is always going to haunt you. It is always on your permanent record, if you're familiar with the permanent record from your high school days. It's on your permanent record. It's always going to be there. It's always going to affect your interest rates and your ability to buy. Now, you have a foreclosure in your history. You certainly can get in a position to buy a home again, but you may never get the best interest rates. You're always going to be paying a penalty for that foreclosure. So what about short sales versus foreclosure in terms of the inventory on the market? Well, short sales are real estate transactions between a buyer and a seller with the approval of the bank. They make up somewhere between 10 and 20% of our market right now. The homeowner remains in the home during the short sale, and as a rule, from the time you receive an offer till the closing, it's somewhere between 45 days and 6 months to get a short sale closed. Again, some are faster, some are slower. That's kind of the time frame that I see, and it depends in large part on the lender or lenders involved in the short sale that have to approve it. Now, these homes are providing active inventory to our market. For the most part, short sales tend to represent a good deal. They are traditionally priced to sell and priced at or under market to get an offer. Whether the bank subsequently approves an offer that is at or under market is often the question. But we have low inventory right now, and those short sales provide a very viable source of inventory. In a foreclosure, that home is very likely going to sit vacant for an extended period of time while the bank or banks work through their foreclosure processes. Now, foreclosures, if you remember a couple of weeks ago, we had a guest on talking about the changes in the foreclosure process from as a result of the judgment that just took place. And we're seeing more of the legal process, judicial foreclosures in Oregon because of the robo-signing settlement. But during that time, they're vacant Okay, they've been effectively foreclosed on, or that foreclosure process is working. The houses are vacant, but they're not coming back to the market. They don't contribute to the active inventory. In many cases, the bank is actually metering them out to get them back onto the market to keep from flooding the market with low-priced homes. During that period of time, you can't even find a way to buy them. Trust me, I've tried. When they do come on the market, because they have been vacant for so long, because they have not been maintained, because sometimes things happen, potential material condition issues arise. There are some other distinctions worth talking about as well. If you have multiple liens, a first and a second, or a home equity line of credit, or some other mortgage, or a lien on the property, short sales are considerably more challenging. The subordinate lien holders end up taking substantially less than they're owed. But in a foreclosure, they get nothing. In a short sale, you're dealing with the homeowner. You end up negotiating with both the owner and the bank when it comes to things like repairs. Generally, the homeowner may not be in a position to do anything, and generally the bank also will not do anything, but it may be possible to get something done to get the transaction closed, depending on what it is. In a foreclosure, it's also very likely that the bank will do nothing at all, and they often limit the potential buyers for that property based on the terms that they're willing to accept. For example, in HUD transactions, they may actually figure out what repairs are needed and factor that into the sale. And there'll actually be an escrow repair statement in there indicating the amount of repairs and that it's qualified for an FHA loan. But in a Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac foreclosure transaction, there's little or no room for repair issues, and in many cases they become cash-only sales. So there are differences to the market, and if we effectively eliminate the short sale, there's going to be a huge impact to both homeowners and their options, as well as to buyers and their options in the market. If we eliminate short sales and don't make this, again, if the Mortgage Forgiveness Debt Relief Act is not extended, I believe we are basically eliminating short sales as an option from the market, and it is going to have a lasting and, I believe, negative effect. As our elected officials continue to argue over the country's finances, folks, I'm afraid it's going to get lost in the noise. If you own a home and may be dealing with a short sale in the future, pay attention. If you're thinking of buying a home in 2013, pay attention. Congress's failure to act on this, to address this issue, has the potential to cause what I believe is another major drop in what is actually a currently recovering housing market. I am hopeful it will be extended. I believe that it should be extended. If you have the time, write a letter to your congressman. Send him an email. Tell him, pay attention to this and fix it, because it's getting lost in all the noise, all the political posturing, everything else that's going on with regard to the fiscal cliff that we are also fast approaching. Congress is doing lots of stuff right now. They're doing nothing about lots of stuff right now, at least I don't know what's going on behind the curtain, but this really needs to be addressed. Okay, so how's that for doom and gloom on a Saturday morning? Let's take a break, and when we come back, maybe I'll have some better news when we come back. We'll talk about some other things. This is Real Estate Talk on KGAL.
The Willamette Master Chorus, under the direction of Dr. Paul Clemmy, this year featuring the Sprague High School Choir, presents Christmas Mass and Carols from France. This afternoon at 3 p.m., tonight at 7 p.m., and repeated Sunday at 3 p.m. Each of the choirs will present arrangements and settings of traditional Christmas carols, then join together for special holiday music. The traditional sing-along will conclude each performance. Admission is free to children 12 and under. For more information or to purchase tickets, link to the Willamette Master Chorus from KGAL.com or KSHO.net. The Willamette Master Chorus in concert this afternoon at 3 p.m., tonight at 7 p.m., and repeated Sunday at 3 p.m. Hudson Hall, Willamette University in Salem.
Hi, I'm John Kohler. I'm the Foundation Director at the Mennonite Village. I seem to get a lot of responses when we have ads on the air, and if I'm doing the voiceover, they say, "Oh, I heard you on the radio this morning on KGAL, our K show," and we get a lot of responses like that. So it's encouraging to us to see the value of the money that we invest in our advertising.
Lebanon shopping, it just makes sense. Let Myra's Cookies help you with your holiday gatherings. Call me for platters of cookies, lemon bars, cinnamon rolls, and apple or pumpkin pie. Hi, this is Myra. Call me now at 541-905-5152 or order online at myrascookies.com. That's 905-5152 for Myra's Cookies. Life is short. Eat a cookie today.
Need tires? Hi, this is Don from Conegat Tire Factory. From lawnmowers to tractors, cars, and trucks, we have what you need. And Conegat Tire's ASE certified mechanics can help you with your brakes, shocks, struts, alignment, oil changes, and stuff you won't believe. Even propane for your barbecue and RV. Conegat Tire Factory, still at the Y in Lebanon.
Looking for a specific business or service in Lebanon? Call or come by the Lebanon Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center. We'll put you in touch with the business you need for any situation. 1040 South Park Street across from Conegat Tire in Lebanon.
Lebanon shopping, it just makes sense.
After 10 years of renting in North Albany, my wife and I recently purchased a new home in town. After the tough job of moving, it meant that our old place had to be thoroughly cleaned. Hi, I'm Brian Holman from Eads Broadcasting. We knew we were lacking the energy to do the big job right, so I called TM Janitors to do it. It was a good decision because they came at the time we needed, the job was done right, and the place smells fantastic. Call TM Janitors for your home or business. Myrna and her crew will impress, no doubt about it. Call 541-570-9711.
Science and Common Sense. Dr. Bill Wattenberg will surprise you Sunday nights live on Smart Talk 1580.
Welcome back to Real Estate Talk. I'm Dave Pautsch of RE/MAX Integrity. Okay, so new segment, enough of the doom and gloom. Let's talk some positive things. So something really cool, I just kind of want to throw this at you. I went to the RE/MAX convention first time 2 years ago in Las Vegas, and they were talking about launching the new and improved RE/MAX.com. So a year went by, and I went to the RE/MAX convention last year, and they had some problems with IDX service and some other things, agreements across the country to make this work right. And they said, nope, we're going to launch it again this year. And the 1st of December, it actually launched. The new RE/MAX.com. Simple address, www.remax.com. But the entire site has been redesigned. It is so much more user-friendly, and I really would urge you to check it out. If you go to the remax.com page, it actually, based on your IP address, figures out where you are. So at the very top of it, there says RE/MAX, outstanding agents, outstanding results. It has some links for property searches, whether you want home values, whether you want to get advice. And at the top of this, the thing is just the location. If you want to find your home, search millions of property, you can just put in Albany, Oregon, price range, $150,000 to $250,000, view homes, and it will take you right to that search. Down below that, it has 3 boxes. One that says price reductions and how many, homes with virtual tours and how many, and then luxury homes. Now, you can create an account and you can change what will come up automatically. You can change the location that you want to look at. You can change the types, again, the types of property that you want to look at. You can also go right to home values. Click on the link for home values, and it will give you some options with regard to finding out the value of your home. It's connected to Facebook. It's connected to LinkedIn. It's connected to Twitter. It's connected to Google+. So just a great place to start. There's a box, what's my home worth? Okay, see values and prices. And you just put in the neighborhood. You can get connected to a RE/MAX agent and send a request. You can find an agent. There's links to tips on home buying and selling, but it's a very clean page. There's not a lot of clutter, although there is a lot of opportunity to get great information. So I encourage you to check it out. That's www.remax.com. Also at the bottom, if you're a smartphone user, whether you use an iPhone, Apple-type apps, or the Google Play, you can get the RE/MAX apps. And I do have to tell you, I have it on my smartphone. I have an iPhone, and it's a great very cool app. I can be standing in front of a house. I open my little RE/MAX app, I press the button, and it brings me up the homes that are listed nearby based on the geography, based on where I'm standing. So I can be in the Spring Meadow neighborhood, bring up homes available, and it will bring up the homes that are right there around me. It'll bring up everything concentrically in circles, moving out from where you are, so you can see all the listings in the area, but it starts with right where you are. It's got a little mortgage calculator on it. It's just a really cool little app, and you can get that at remax.com, as well as going to the App Store or to Google Play. Okay, next piece of business. As many of you know, I'm inventing a new index, by the way, and this is what I'm talking about. I am the team leader of the foundation team at RE/MAX, and I started that team primarily because it was important to me that I only represent one client in a transaction. I work with buyers, I work with sellers, but I've made the commitment not to work with them at the same time in the same deal. And as a result, I put together a team of agents that could help me do that, so that I would have a trusted person that I could refer clients to make sure that they were being taken care of. Well, the lovely Sharon Krupkowski just retired. She's gone into referral. So I have Bill Roshko as my primary buyer's agent. Okay, so that's the background. Bill and I, as a team, have a friendly wager with another team in our office, and that's Team Pendley. Christy and Pat Pendley are in our office. Love them to death. They're awesome agents and mother-daughter team. Well, we have a side bet, and it's based on putting a certain number of deals into escrow, and the first one to hit that mark wins the bet. The payoff, tacos and beer. We meet at Wilhelm's on Sunday for 50-cent tacos and $1.50 drafts. It's all in good fun, and we use it as a tool just to kind of network and to keep ourselves motivated and working hard. So based on that, I started looking at how quickly the churn was in meeting the goal for the bet. We had initially set the bet at 5 transactions in escrow. Okay, 5 deals in escrow. And then the number of weeks that it takes to accomplish that. So at some period of time, 5 deals in escrow took, maybe a month or a little bit more than a month, and we finally got 5 deals in escrow. Then we'd reset the bet, and we'd start again. I thought, as I was sitting here, that's a fairly good measure of the churn in the market, overall activity. Certainly it is a good measure of how well the foundation team and Team Pendley are doing, but I think we're representative of the market, at least the upper end of the market. So as I'm kind of going over this, I'm thinking maybe this is a good index to use. So how can I clarify it for you? So first of all, if I take the number of weeks to accomplish winning the bet and divide that by the total number of deals in escrow for both teams during that period of time, we have a number that may be useful. So for example, we paid off the last bet on December 4th. The bet reset. On Friday, our competition reported they'd already put 5 deals in escrow. It's only the 14th, for goodness sake. So 10 days, 5 deals, plus Bill and I put another 3 deals into escrow in that period of time. So we were short of winning the bet. But now, between the two teams, there's 4 people, there's a total of 8 deals in escrow in 10 days. So if I do the math, that is an index of 1.5. But what does that mean? Okay, again, I'm just hypothesizing how all this could work. But let's say the average productive agent, and this is a statistical fact, averages about 12 deals a year. So a team of 2 would then close an average of 24. Dividing that out, that seems to be 1 deal into escrow every 15 days, or 75 days to get 5 escrow open. So an index of 15 would be par. An index of 15 would be the average. Okay, 75 days, 5 deals. So if a team puts 5 deals into escrow in 30 days, that's an index of 6. Okay, so the last cycle, the tacos and beer index was 1.5. Holy cow, it's December. And an index that is so far below par, that, to me, is incredible. So we'll see how this plays out over the next 6 months or so. I will keep you posted, but I'll be referring to this as the Tacos and Beer Index, and we'll just see how that works out. So just kind of a fun thing for us today, the Tacos and Beer Index. Let's do a few listener questions before we wrap up today. First from B in Albany. I'm buying a house in Albany. We went through inspections without any big issues, but the appraiser said the water heater needs to be strapped. And then we got charged another $100 to go out and verify that it was done. I'm ticked. Is this right? Well, B, no, it isn't right. But yes, it happens. Far too often in my mind. In fact, we're seeing this more and more and more, that appraisers, not inspectors, but appraisers are calling out issues that are effectively repair items and then charging a reappraisal fee to go back to the property and verify that that particular item has been corrected. Now, you're commonly seeing this more in FHA and VA loans, but it has actually creeped a little bit into the conventional loans as well. In my mind, and I am taking the risk when I say this, I am painting an entire industry with one broad brush, and it's not my intention to do that. Okay? It is absolutely not my intention to paint all appraisers with the same brush. But in my mind, this is a big negative impact of the Home Valuation Code of Conduct that was enacted a few years ago. Now, the background on this and why the HVCC was enacted is that the housing market collapse was in large part blamed on collusion between lenders and appraisers to make valuations work for deals, effectively inflating prices, resulting in consumers overpaying for houses unknowingly when the value wasn't there, and then ending up upside down. Okay? So, again, I'm not going to say this didn't happen. In fact, I know in some cases it probably did. So the HVCC came along. That was the Home Valuation Code of Conduct was instituted to create a process where the lender was no longer able to pick the appraiser. The lender was no longer allowed to interact with the appraiser to eliminate this collusion. And they set up an AMC, which is effectively a neutral third party for managing appraisals. Now, the impact of this is still being felt, and in many cases in a negative way. For one, we ended up with a lot of appraisers doing business in areas where they were not necessarily 100% competent or familiar with the neighborhoods that they were appraising. They didn't know that local market. One of those other issues is before the HVCC, an appraisal cost a buyer about $500. It was paid for typically as part of their closing costs. Well, now they have to pay for it up front, typically on a credit card, but then the appraiser got probably $400 or $500, depending on the company they worked for, if they were independent. Now, the AMC takes their slice of the pie. So the end appraiser has taken a haircut, and in some cases, they still get charged $500 for an appraisal to be done, but the end appraiser is only getting $200 or $300 of that. The AMC is taking their cut. And I think some appraisers may be trying to re-supplement their income by calling out items that they have to then go back and re-verify the correction of to make up for that lost income. Now, again, I'm not trying to unfairly indict appraisers. There are lots of good appraisers out there, and there are certainly things that do need to be called out as conditions of value for the property. But whatever the motivation, whatever the underlying, and again, appraisers, please don't call me complaining about this. If you want to call and come on and talk about it, I would love that. Okay, but I haven't been able to get appraisers to come on the show for a couple of reasons. But it does change on the part of real estate agents for a change in strategy for their home buyer. When you have your inspection, make sure that you're identifying items that are likely to be called out by an appraiser. Now, there are sometimes things that surprise all of us, and your real estate agent should have some expertise and experience, but make sure that those items get corrected as soon as possible. Scheduling the appraisal by the contract is required by the end of the inspection period. That means contractually, the lender needs to contact the appraisal ordering system, the AMC, and place the order for the appraisal. The time frame for the appraiser to actually come out and do the appraisal varies from a few days to as much as 3 weeks. It's impossible to game the system, but you should be thinking that when you write your repair addendum, maybe you want to change the timelines for some of the repairs as opposed to others. It may be a worthwhile strategy to consider. Listing agents need to work with their sellers to identify items up front and maybe get them taken care of before the offer's even written. The example you gave about the water heater, common issue, easy fix. When I take a listing, I need to now look for that as well. And also peeling paint, even on outbuildings. Gas water heaters not elevated off the floor. Installation of CO monitors and correct smoke detectors. For some older homes, a pre-inspection may be worthwhile. As a buyer's agent, again, we should be looking at these items and prioritize them and work with the seller and the lender to schedule the appraisal after they're corrected. Okay, time for a break. When we come back, I have one more listener question and we'll do the market update. This is Real Estate Talk on KGAL.
It's that time of year again for holidays, special events, and celebrations. Only a couple of spots left for holiday events and parties at Spring Hill Country Club for December. So call now, 541-926-6059. The first Friday of every month at Spring Hill Country Club is a different flavored dining event.
January will be family night buffets with adult and children buffet lines. $12 per person, $16 unlimited, $6 per child, seniors for $10. Includes desserts, beverage, and free gift with dinner.
Call 541-926-6059, extension 300. And don't forget, Spring Hill Country Club has a brand new catering division offering off-site catering services within a 50-mile radius of the golf club. Catering anything with wedding cakes and pastries made by the award-winning chocolatier and baker, head chef Shane Tracy. Spring Hill Country Club is booking 2013 outdoor weddings now. So brides-to-be, stop by and check out the new wedding area. Log on to springhillcc.com or call 541-926-6059. When you're at Spring Hill Country Club, they treat you like a member, but you don't have to be a member to be there. It's where you belong.
Helping provide clothing and food boxes at Fish of Albany. Providing children with an advocate in the legal system at CASA of Lynn County. Offering medical care to people without insurance at InReach Services. My name is Judy Barron, and I'm with National Frozen Foods. We support the United Way because they are making a difference right here in the community where we live and work. Please join me in supporting the United Way of Lynn County. Give, advocate, volunteer, live united.
For the place that has a lot of everything Christian for less, come to Tree of Life Christian Outlet. This Friday is Midnight Madness. Everything in the store is on sale, including all Thomas Nelson Bibles. The later you stay, the less you pay. Prices starting as low as $4.97 each on selected books, CDs, and DVDs. Starting at 10 p.m., the first 100 customers will get a free Christmas CD or book. Selected Thomas Nelson books and Bibles will be on sale. Jesus Calling, the #1 selling devotional, is $7.97. America's #1 selling Christian book, Heaven is for Real, is only $7.97. The best-selling Real Marriage is only $4.97. We even have Thomas Nelson children's books starting at $4.97. Everything in the store will be on sale this Friday, 6 to midnight, and prices every hour starting at 7 p.m. Stay until midnight for your chance to win over $500 in merchandise. Midnight Madness. The later you stay, the less you pay. Call 888-33-BIBLE or come see us at Kings Boulevard in Corvallis, Gateway Mall in Springfield, Valley River Center in Eugene, the Columbia Gorge Premium Outlet in Troutdale, or in Seaside or Lincoln City at the Factory Outlet stores. Tree of Life Christian Outlet. A little out of the way and a lot less to pay.
Yard work. Some people love, most people hate it. Now get help that's affordable. Gonzalez Yard Care is not your typical mow, blow, and go corporate operation. Weeding by hand? Yes. Work by the job, the season, or year-round? You bet. Even handyman work as needed and senior discounts. With Gonzalez Yard Care, you get what the big guys offer and a lot more. Call today for a free estimate. Gonzalez Yard Care at 541-926-1412. 926-1412.
The Morning Update, weekday mornings on News Talk 1580, KGAL.
And welcome back to Real Estate Talk. Okay, you ever screw up? I screw up. Happened to me. I had promised a friend of mine that I would highlight her listing in the Real Estate Showcase, and she was going to send me an email with the details for that. And I missed the email, but I did just see it as I was checking my iPhone on the break. So I do want to catch up one quick Real Estate Showcase item for you before we go on. This one is located at 3176 Fur Oaks Drive Southwest in Albany, Oregon. This is a nice 4-bedroom, 2-bath, single-level home in a wonderful Southwest Albany neighborhood. There's a cozy fireplace, gas forced air, central air conditioning, provides year-round comfort. Over 1,800 square feet with lots of natural light and storage throughout. There is a very private backyard. It is fully fenced. It features a large covered deck and extra pavers. It's situated on almost a quarter of an acre, and it does have an RV parking area. Again, 3176 Fur Oaks Drive Southwest. The MLS is 654050, and the price a screaming deal at $214,900. And I have been in this house. It is a beautiful house, great neighborhood, very close to West Albany High School, Liberty Elementary, Memorial Middle School, kind of tucked back in that neighborhood behind Liberty Elementary. And the Central Willamette Community Credit Union is over there as well. Nice South Albany, very established neighborhood. Great deal, 3176 for Oaks Drive, Southwest. And that's the final part of the Real Estate Showcase for today, and I apologize for missing that email and throwing it in here. Okay. I did have one other question on multiple offers, and I'm going to defer that until after the first of the year. Again, next week coming up, Margaret Osilia from Creative Concepts and Contracting, Rick Brewer from the Tile Gallery. Looking forward to a show about tile. We'll take our last break, and when we come back, we'll have the real estate market update for you. I'm Dave Pautsch of RE/MAX Integrity, and this is Real Estate Talk.
The annual Christmas concert by the Willamette Valley Concert Band is this Sunday at 2 p.m. at LBCC in Albany. It's a holiday favorite, and it's free with a free will offering. Solid Christmas and holiday music. There's even a chance to sing along. Featured will be several collections of traditional carols and popular Christmas songs, including A Canadian Brass Christmas, American Christmas Festival, Fantasy on a Bell Carol, Joyful All Ye Nations, Foom 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 is played by Mannheim Steamroller, A Fireside Christmas arranged by Sammy Nestico, and the ever-popular Sleigh Ride by Leroy Anderson. Take a break from the hustle and bustle. Gather up the family and friends and join in the fun this Sunday at 2 p.m. Russell Tripp Performance Center on the LBCC campus in Albany. Merry Christmas from the Willamette Valley Concert Band.
Hi, I'm Warren Beeson, and I invented the center ruler to use in my engraving work at Grava Graphics in Lebanon. Since then, handcrafters from all over the country are finding them invaluable for every craft, from artwork to woodworking and designing to scrapbooking. They make a terrific Christmas gift for any handcrafter, so get one now on the internet at centerruler.com, or you can pick one up at Grava Graphics in downtown Lebanon. It's a guaranteed 2 thumbs up for any handcrafter.
Why is a Home Depot gift card the perfect stocking stuffer? Well, a new deck won't fit under the tree, at least not the Christmas tree, and a bathroom update is so hard to wrap. But choose any gift card from the Home Depot's creative collection, and it can be whatever any doer on your list wants it to be. Give the gift of doing this year with a little pocket-sized power. A gift card from the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. U.S. only. See store for details.
Marcel Tolkowski invented the Ideal Cut Diamond in 1919. Find yours today at Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry.
That's Jared!
The Ideal Cut unlocks the true beauty of the diamond. Invented by Tolkowski, perfected by Tolkowski. And our expert staff can help you create the perfect ring by guiding you through our incredible selection of diamonds at Jared today.
It can only be Jared!
Find a Jared store or shop anytime at jared.com.
The only way to get fresher seafood than you can find at Harry and Annette's Fresh Fish is to catch it yourself. Harry and Annette's Fresh Fish in downtown Corvallis has delectable locally canned albacore tuna, boxed and ready to ship, wrap, or eat. Party catering and party trays sure to impress. Gift certificates, of course. And don't forget your own healthy and delicious seafood dinner. Call ahead with your special orders. Put them on your shopping list for the holidays and anytime. Harry and Annette's Fresh Fish, First and Monroe in the Water Street Market in downtown Corvallis.
Less hype, just quality news, sports, and smart talk. From your friends at 1580 KGAL.
Welcome back to Real Estate Talk. I'm Dave Pautsch of RE/MAX Integrity. We're going to finish the show today with the real estate market update, and I want to remind you before I start this statistical analysis spewing for you that it is the middle of December. So this is the slow time, ladies and gentlemen. This is the slow time in the real estate market. We do look back 90 days for sales. So the sales in the last 90 days are including the Thanksgiving period, the Black Friday times, the preparation, Halloween, a lot of holiday time in here. So I think these are some great numbers. We'll begin in Corvallis, where inventory is down 3 from our previous report. Today, 124 active listings. The average asking price, $361,615. 110 homes have sold in the last 90 days. That is down just 4 from last week. Currently, 3.38 months of inventory is available. The median sold price in Corvallis over the last 90 days is down slightly. Today, $243,950, averaging $153.68 per square foot. On average, homes that sold spent 103 days on the market. In Lebanon, there is just 68 homes available for sale. That's down 10 from the last update. The median asking price is also down today at $155,450. Over the last 90 days, 43 homes have sold in Lebanon. That's down 2 from the last report. The median sold price is up, however, today at $116,500. $86.53 per square foot is the average, and homes are spending 146 days on the market from listing to close of sale. There is 4.74 months of inventory available in Lebanon today. Finally, in Albany, inventory is dead flat with 244 active listings. The average asking price is up at $188,298. 159 homes have sold in the past 90 days. That is down 4 from the last update. The median sale price, however, is up a hair today at $170,000. Homes are spending an average of 136 days on the market from listing to close, and the average dollar per square foot value in Albany is down slightly at $106.80. In Albany, 4.6 months of inventory is available. So again, keep in mind, 6 months of inventory is a neutral market. More than 6 months of inventory is a buyer's market. Ladies and gentlemen, by the numbers, it's a seller's market in all 3 of our local areas. But as you can see, prices are still really flat. So interesting combination as we're going through the holiday period. There are still buyers actively out there looking. If your house needs to be on the market, if you need to get it sold, ladies and gentlemen, this is not your traditional holiday period. There's a great opportunity if your house is well priced, well conditioned, and well placed. So talk to a real estate professional that you like and trust. Talk to them about getting it on the market and where your opportunity is. Again, I just listed a house yesterday, and specifically we moved the timeline for listing it, the property up just a little bit to take advantage of the opportunity. There's reduced competition out there for a house just like this seller's house is. The houses that were similar in that neighborhood, so any buyer looking for an opportunity in that neighborhood for a house of that character, they don't have any choices. And the 3 choices they have, one of them is crazy priced, in my opinion. It's like $40,000 over what the market will tell you that it should be priced at. So that means there's only 2 houses that she's really competing against by listing her house and getting it on the market now. So look where the opportunities are. Take advantage of them when you can find them. And that's the real estate market update and my advice for this 15th day of December 2012. If you're thinking of buying a home, let me make my quick plug for Willamette Neighborhood Housing Services. They do a wonderful job helping buyers get ready, helping them get educated about what they're going to face. It is important that you have the resources in today's real estate market to make a good decision. And Willamette Neighborhood Housing is a great resource for you to do that. You want to take the class? Contact me here at Real Estate Talk. As long as you're not working with another realtor, let me know the date. I'll pay the tuition for you. I just believe in the program that much. So it's the holidays. Have a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas to those of you celebrating Christmas. Happy Hanukkah to those of you celebrating Hanukkah. One more show coming up on the 20th for the year 2012. But you will find us here every Saturday morning talking about real estate right here locally about the issues that are important to you. I'm Dave Pautsch of RE/MAX Integrity. This is Real Estate Talk. We'll see you next week right here on 1580 KGAL, Lebanon, Albany, and Corvallis.
The Valley home of Smart Talk. This is News Talk 1580 KGAL, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.